Alright, so he actually made a good video, and I guess it's time to talk about it. Which is, interesting enough, My Movie Power Rangers movie is a different continuity from our own. Which is like, yeah, I kind of saw that. It's like, let me tell you one thing. I kind of have some little bit of gaps when it comes to memory, when it comes to many things. At least for Zeo, I'm perfectly fine. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers season 2 and 3 and heck even 1, I have freaking gaps. Like for instance, when the Times freaking commercial came, it's like, yes, come get season 1 of Power Rangers. If you buy today, you'll get this awesome Red Ranger action figure. Yeah. And I'm like, wait, one of these scenes is the freaking Power Rangers getting the keys to the city. I don't remember that shit. And it's like, yeah, that's kind of a messed up issue if you don't remember that, buddy. What's going on? And it's like, yeah, I think it's a special thanks to T-Ball. T-Ball, damn you. Like, T-Ball, damn you. It's like, you had to be active as a kid. It's like, yeah, but damn. And I'm pretty sure it's also another middle finger to freaking people who are like, yes, the VHS tapes or record shit is a lot of money. So, and it's like, yeah, that's the messed up bullcrap where it's like, oh, thanks, guys. It's a lot of money to do that shit. It's like, man, go fuck yourself. Man, what the fuck? It's like the only episode I ever have of season 3 of Power Rangers was part 3 of the wedding. That's the only thing I have. And sadly, since it's been like a decade plus that I was watching my White Ranger Power Ranger tape, the one that has the coming of the White Ranger and dumbass VHS thing right here, the VCR ate it up, and I was like, motherfucker. Not really, I was just a little kid, but I was so saddened that you wrecked that shit. I wanted to see it again, and you're like, oh, fuck you, it's gone now. It's like, I hate you so much. I hate you. With all that trouble, let's just get on with what we're talking about, which is some reason Ninjor and Dulcia. It's like, yes, it's like, let me tell you, at least I know the name of Ninjor. Dulcia, I actually could spell it wrong, and it's like, oh, I have to look this shit up again. It's like, damn it. It's like, because I spell it wrong. Just like Sword Bastard over there for Operation Overdrive. I don't remember his damn name. Apparently it's Sentinel Knight, and I'm like, I call him Sword Bastard. We're good enough, right? It's like, he's the fucking dumbass who freaking made sure that Thrax is still alive. Kiss my ass, you damn bastard. Frick this. It's like, frick this and frick that character and frick your ass being like, I selected new Power Rangers and I was able to restore their powers. Oh, and you can't really actually restore the powers of the other Rangers? Man, get out of here. Even though it's like, well, I guess you can technically say that it was manipulated on the morphing grid because some of them were just manipulated. Like, for instance, Lightspeed Rescue was manipulated. Time Force was manipulated. SPD was manipulated. And in others, well, the morphing grid just did it and granted them powers. Like that. But apparently, since it was technical, he couldn't fix it. I'm like, well, you could grant them, not to mention, why not actually just be the cool part and be like, oh, we just give you random powers for now. It's like, there you go. It's like, ooh, that would have been cool. Give them random powers from back in the day, random suits. That would have been cool. Instead, no, frick that. No, frick that crap. No, we don't get that idea. I mean, Monster Ranger is it was a good two-parter. It was good. Sorry for keep on freaking just dancing around, but I'm just saying, Dulcia is a hard name to remember. It really is. And then I'll spell it wrong, and if I was at gunpoint, I most likely would get shot until right now, which I remember I had to spell it again. But yeah, ask me in like 2 months. I will forget how to spell her name again. But yeah, it's kind of interesting. It's like, I had to watch it multiple times to actually understand, because as a kid, I enjoyed it. I was entertained. But it's crazy enough to be like, he didn't mention the fact that they actually went to another freaking solar system to get the powers. They went to another planet for their powers. Forget Ninjor, they went to another planet. And this planet also had dinosaurs, but they're all dead. But lo and behold, they have some dark magic. And I was kind of, as a kid, was like, oh, you know what? So those are their morphers now. The morphers are on the planet on dead people. And it's like, and some freak shows. And it's like, I kind of would like to see how this would have played out, being like, yeah, there was other morphers in the world. And it's like, whoa. It's like, yeah, so you have this weird freak show monster alien, and all five of them were morphers, were rangers too. And then, well, they met their end on this planet for some reason. Most likely crash landed or something. But yeah, I thought that basically too bad it's not really true. You can't really say that, but I would have liked the idea of they were fighting their own Megazords, technically. It's like, technically, they were fighting their own Megazords. Tiger Zord, of course, would not be here, but hey, Sabertooth Tiger, and I know there was already the Thunder Zords. Yeah, and who wouldn't have wanted to see the Thunder Megazord in action in the movie? I kind of sometimes was thinking about it, but I was like, this will do. But yeah, it is definitely a different universe, and Dulcea, I think, actually just guards that planet. I would like to have, like, maybe the actual universe Dulcea shows up somewhere. It's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure Boom Comics doesn't do those details, because if they did the details, then sadly with Shattered Dimension, instead of being like, oh, Jason becomes the White Ranger now, it's like, no, dummy. You don't remember what happened? You didn't do your research that Tommy wasn't going to become the White Ranger at first? Like, yeah, it wasn't going to become the Ranger at first. And it would have been a nice Easter egg to be like, yeah, so we have this guy, this random guy that was going to be the White Ranger. And it's like, he was there, and it's like, they need 6 Rangers. 5 Rangers is pretty good, but 6 Rangers against freaking Draken, that would have been cool. And it would have been a nice freaking homage being like, yep, and freaking Tommy stabbed the supposed to be Ranger. Yeah, the Ranger to be the White Ranger, which is the same thing that happened in real life. Many kids wanted Tommy to return, and thus, poor guy, at least he got to be in VR Troopers and got to voice the Gold Ranger in Zeo. So at least he got a good moment of fame. At least he got a little bit. But VR Troopers is not as herald as freaking Power Rangers, believe it or not, which everyone can believe that. Even Beetleborgs, it's like, at least he gets to be in Comic-Cons. The Beetleborgs, I don't think they have anything. I don't think they showed up at all. They're all in their separate ways, and not even to mention the red Beetleborg. There's 2 of them. It's like, oh, good Lord. Why did you have to make it awkward, people? Why you gotta make it freaking damn awkward? Well, technically, I guess they could actually just be the fact of where it's like, yeah, I was the red and the purple Beetleborg. She was just the OG red one. And it's like, oh, that'll do. I'll be cool with that. You just give them the freaking Metallics head. So the original one gets to have the red one. The Metallics get to have the purple, and then the other 2 get to have their normal ones, and don't try to brag and be like, oh, we have 2. It's like, no, just give them the red and give them the green and blue, and we're cool. Anyways, besides that freaking turn, yeah, it was definitely a different universe. As for ideas of how that universe played out, thinking about it now, I'm like, I'm a little bit curious, but I'm pretty sure it played the same way. The only difference is just their suits are different, which of course I think lots of people agree, being like, what was the Green Ranger's outfit look like though? And it's like, yeah, we still had the same damn curse, even back then, where it's like, what's the Green Ranger outfit look like? And then it's like, it's like, what does Tommy's Green Ranger outfit look like in the newest movie that's now gonna be freaking saying, fuck you, it only gets to have one because it didn't do well. And it's like, I hate all y'all. It's like, I hate some of y'all who are like, oh, Tommy's gonna be a girl now. It's like, get the fuck out of here. No. I mean, it kind of makes a little bit of sense considering she was kind of teasing Trini. It's like she was kind of teasing Trini, and again, I still kind of dislike the idea of where it's like, hey, if you're mixing up, fuck it. Don't make him Zach. Make him Adam. Yeah, you should have just said his name is Adam. It makes perfect sense. It's like, how the freak is he Zach Jones? It's like, then shouldn't he be mixed in? It's like, what? And it's not even like, oh, he has a black mom and a black dad and he was adopted. It's like, no, none of that crap. He was already still has his name. It didn't change it. And it's like, yeah, you should have just made him Adam Park. I think that was his last name. It's like, you should have done that and we would have been cool. But you didn't do that. And I'm like, to this day, we still have that freaking issue. As for Trini, there's a freaking issue with that on its own too. It's like, yeah, I get the swapping of the ethnicities was cool, but it's like, you gotta think, man, think. You gotta think what you're doing. You gotta think. Because if you don't think, it doesn't kind of make sense. You understand? It doesn't make freaking sense. Billy Cranston, it works. He has a name that actually can fit many ethnicities. Kind of. But you can kind of actually say it works. It works for his character. But the other ones, you kind of have to think. Jason's okay. Kimberly's okay. The other two are not okay. The other two need to be worked on. Those two should have been freaking damn worked on a little bit. You know, maybe just gave her like a different name and her nickname is Trini. That would have worked. That would have worked. And it's like, oh, good Lord. Don't tell me her last name is Quan. Is it? It's like, oh, good Lord. Oh, good Lord. What the fuck? It's like, no, just take Aisha's last name and then there we go. It would maybe work. It would maybe work. Maybe. But I'm pretty sure like everything is the same way as it was in the very beginning. I mean, there might be some little changes, some little tiny changes, but not too much. Yeah. I think that's about all. And Ernie, it's like, where's Ernie? It's like, yeah, that's a good question. I don't know on that one. It's like, yeah, I don't know. It's like, just like where it's like, wait, why didn't they get Zordon? It's like, no, I need to have someone very big and popular. And they were thinking like, oh, the juice bar, since we have like a new setup, why in the world would have the juice bar there? That it's like, yeah, so they have some other place, which is like a place where you hang out. So they decided to just change it from the ground up just for the movie, just to be a little bit more Hollywood, if we could say that. That's what happens. Like, it has to be a little bit more Hollywood. And gotta admit, it's kind of weird that those guys actually they actually jumped skydive. And I'm like, that's one thing that you didn't see them in the freaking damn TV show, which it makes sense that they would maybe do it, especially for charity, but other hand, it's like, what the frick? And did you hear that freaking Aisha's freaking actor was hurling circles at one point? Oh, what the fuck, man? Oh, what the fuck? There were some crazy hijinks that happened in that. And it's like, yeah, and the Blu-ray don't have shit. And Disney, go fuck yourself again. It's like, yeah, it's like, I'm pretty sure it's true. Disney, again, go fuck yourself. Throwing all the shit out. The frick? And it's like, yeah, I'm sorry to tell you this. I guess the Shout Factory. I don't know who's freaking distributing it, but it's like, dude, go to Power Ranger Planet, go on YouTube, rip the freaking damn everything off of YouTube, like the making of, and we cool. No one's gonna say anything. No one's gonna say shit because we all know what Disney freaking did. And I'd rather actually have it there instead of being like, oh, well, let's go to YouTube and look at the extras. That's messed up. That's really messed the freak up. As for Ivy News, it's like, oh, good Lord, I don't want Ivy News in the freaking damn real continuity. But I'm pretty sure if we can play with this, then we could actually maybe go with what someone said. Ivan News is a Sporex beast. Hey. It's like, that would be kind of cool. It's like, yeah, but they won't be able to do it though. Yeah, it's like, yeah, they won't be able to do it though, but it would have been cool that's how it would work in this continuity, is that he has a different version of himself. And where did the other two come from? The freaking pig? It's like, yeah, where the hell did you come from, dude? It's like, they can't get Babu or Squat. And Finster, I guess, is nowhere to be found too. It's like, yeah, those guys were nowhere to be found. What the frick? So that means that I kind of do want to see the early days then. Or did she just said, hey, y'all guys are dismissed? What? Y'all dismissed. Y'all guys didn't help me out. I got captured. And y'all guys didn't do anything about it. You're dismissed. It's like, yeah, you're dismissed. And heck, maybe Lord Zed killed Finster. Damn. Yeah, he just straight up killed Finster. It's like, he doesn't need him anymore. Lord Zed can just make his own damn monsters. He doesn't need them anymore. So he's dead. He just straight up killed them in cold blood. Hey, yeah. Oh, yeah. What about Scorpina? Maybe Scorpina never existed in this universe. We don't know for sure, but I'm like, if you're able to get a freaking actress to play as Rita Repulsa, you might as well do a little bit extra and get freaking damn Scorpina back as someone as Scorpina. I'm just saying. So they just basically had liberties, yeah. And personally, the liberties is not that bad. Yeah, it was actually it's eye candy. The movie itself is pretty much eye candy. It was great. It's great, especially watching the movie theaters all those years, and the fact of me getting intimidated by Ivan Ooze, and I get intimidated by him even to this day. Like, you would figure people are like, oh my god, and it's like, yeah, the stupid idiot kids and just dumb crybabies are like, oh my gosh, Lord Zed, he's so horrible. Lord Zed, oh my gosh, I have nightmares. And it's like, oh, but you don't have nightmares about Ivan Ooze. Ivan Ooze was the one that really intimidated me. But of course, you know what happened? He got defeated at the end of the movie, and did you get anything written about, oh, they're having nightmares and stuff? No, because he was defeated. And it sucks. That's like, it takes him to be defeated for them to not have nightmares anymore, but they couldn't hold on until that happened. And that's the real reason why I say, hey, if you're one of those kids, fuck you. It's like, if you're one of those kids, fuck you. I would kick you. I would kick you in the rear just because you stole what we all could have gotten. A 6-on-1 battle with Lord Zed versus the Rangers. Final battle. Oh, hell yes. And you took it from us. Thanks. Because you couldn't just hold on for 1 year and allow Lord Zed to be defeated before your very eyes, and now you can have a good night's sleep because his threat is over. Instead, no. It's like, did that marriage really actually soften the blow for you, though? It's like, come on. It's like, come on, really? And because of that, we had to wait all the way to end space, and it was kind of bittersweet of how he got defeated, though. It was pretty much bittersweet, because it's like, yeah, it's pretty much a yeah, oh damn it. And not to mention, we didn't even see what Master Vile actually has up his sleeve either. It's like, yeah, we even got capped with seeing Master Vile and what the frick he has to the table. Or even Rita Raposo, aka he might have got a different name at this point. It's like, yeah, it's like Master Vile and Rita Raposo, in quotations Rita Raposo, I'm pretty sure we could say that he would have had a different name. Master Vile would most likely not be married, would not actually be related to Rita at all. Wouldn't be his freaking dad, her daddy. So it's like, yeah, so you guys freaking wreck shit. And it's like, you apparently don't care. They didn't care because they actually saw a nightmare, and hey, maybe it softened you, but still, it's like, you guys don't care. You don't even have remorse about what the fuck you just did. Just like the people who actually made the Mandarin real in the MCU. They don't have the remorse of having him being a punk bitch. I'm sorry for cussing. I don't usually say that word, but sorry, the Mandarin is still, even after Shang-Chi and the Ten Rings, a punk bitch. He is still that, and I even have to freaking record the video again because damn it, I can't find the original recording of me talking about it as I was driving home. This sucks. This sucks, but either way though, is the origin of Power Rangers any different? I doubt it, but it would be kind of cool just to see them go to this command center, and the command center is freaking awesome looking. That would be cool. It would be cool to see how it would have played out with the Green Ranger breaking in, considering Ivan Ooze was able to get in there very, very quickly. The power coin, huh? And here's Ivan Ooze going there. And then later on, it's like, how did freaking damn Goldar and Rito sneak in and plant a bomb? What the It's like, yeah, I would kind of like to see how that would have played out in this one. Yeah, in this version of Power Rangers. I kind of want to see how that would have played out, because it seems to me that there's no way, shape, or form you could even do that in this version of him. But considering there's just lots of crazy stuff where it's like, yeah, stasis pod for Lord Zed instead of a time warp. So it's like, yeah, it's completely a different version of Power Rangers. As for everything that happens later and stuff, it's like I kind of want to see it. I would even like to. I wish I could say I wish I want to see the Thunder Megazord, but considering how bad the CGI is right now, and no one has yet even touched, it's like, yeah, I would love the guys who actually did the whole retouching effects that they do. They did Luke Skywalker. They did um Scorpion King. I would love to see them do it. I love to see them actually go to this one, being like, here's the original look that they were trying to go for, and they actually fix it. The good news is that the Insecticons don't need fixing at all. Does Ivan Ooze need fixing? Not really, but you could, because, well, his freaking intimidation factor is still there, but it could even be a little bit worse. It's like, yes, it could be even worse than that. And I'm like, I don't know if I can root for that, because it's like, oh, we're gonna really cause even more issues with me being like, ooh, oh, good lord, ooh. It's like, yes, his freaking, it's like, yeah, it was messed to freak up that my mom bought me some Ivan ooze, and he had his face on it. It's like, I had that. It's like, why would you give it to me? Why would you buy that? That's the worst idea to do. Yeah, it's like, thank goodness the ooze dried up. You know, the ooze dried up. I was able to throw the freaking container away. Thank God. It's like, oh yes, and now today it's worth $50 or more. And it's like, I don't care. I didn't want that in my house either way. You're crazy if you think I was gonna keep that. You're crazy, man. You're crazy. It's like, you should be happy I have all the Power Ranger toys, and wow, it's crazy to hear the story of how I got all the McDonald Power Ranger toys, and then the one that has him in it, it's like, it's like I still have it to this day, and it's like, hey, be happy I have that still, because I would have got rid of that crap too. Oh, anyways, we'll just finish it by just saying this. It is a different universe. It's a different, yeah, it's a different universe, definitely. And no one wants to play around with it. It's like a universe they created, and yet no one wants to do anything with it. And it's like, well, I can tell you one thing: if Boom Comics is bored and they just say, "Oh, we want to do Mighty Morphin again, but we already did a lot with this freaking stuff. We can't do any further." I'm pretty sure someone will eventually be like, "Hey, well, the movie universe is existed. Let's use the movie universe with Ivan Ooze and everything." It's like, oh, there you go, there you go. There you go. We're gonna revisit it. It's like, yeah, we're gonna revisit it. Who knows? They might even be crazy enough to say, "Oh, the return of Ivan Ooze." It's like, oh hell no. It's like, oh hell no. Oh hell no. It's like, yeah, oh hell no. No, thank you. No. Uh, but yeah, the origins could be different. Definitely has to be different, because freaking damn Zordon has his body and everything. So it has to be the fact of where, I don't know, it's like, you have to actually think about it. It's like, this would be interesting. Because it's like, so instead of the time morph issue, and he's been hidden, it's more the fact of what happened. And we always had the question of what happened to him to make him be like this. But considering in this version, he's in stasis pod mode, that means he made it down to Earth, and he was extremely weakened to the point of where it's like he had to be on like, and help Alpha build this thing to keep him nice and safe. And then after that, it's like, yeah, well, he can't actually help Earth now. It's like, apparently maybe he made it on Earth and he was protecting Earth secretly, and then one fatal moment, and it's like, yeah, now he can't do anything, but at least he was able to keep him safe. And I think he was the one who contained Rita. So I would say maybe he might have defeated Rita, encased her, and then after he encased her, he went down to Earth. And I guess the real sad truth is that I could say, oh, what about all the other stuff? It's like, I think it's most likely same parallel stuff. And I would say maybe he actually damaged the container Tommy did when he broke into the command center. Because it's like, yeah, he was actually, he had to have done something to him and they figured out how to get him back. It's like, yeah, that had to be like a completely different thing. It could be either that or he destroyed all the friggin' command and then he actually just wrecked Alpha 5 and he actually had to fix him. Something like that. I don't know. It's like, yeah, we don't really know for sure. But I can tell you one thing is that I don't want to actually know what the Zords look like. It's like, I'm sorry, but I kind of want to know what the Zords look like in that universe, considering, I'm sorry to be a jerk, but it's like, the CGI just didn't do any justice to the freaking Zords at all. Maybe to the wolf, maybe to the frog, maybe to the bear. Ape is like, what the fuck? It's like, Ape was like, what the freaking hell? Crane was okay, and Falcon could have been better. It's like, yeah, it's like, all those could have been touched up, but yet, even to this day, no one was like, I'll do it. I think it's a good idea, and we can make it director's cut. And it's like, nope, no one did it. No one still to this day is gonna do it, even with freaking, what was it? Forever Red, no one's gonna touch that either. And it's like, there's some CGI stuff. If you really truly want to actually be for the fans, you need to touch that up. Seriously, you need to touch that up. And yet they haven't done it to this day. But like I said, man, it's just like, yeah, like I said, yep, definitely a new universe. Definitely new universe. Be interesting to see how this plays out, but we won't really get to see how it plays out. And as for all the other stuff that could happen, like Zeo and stuff like that, it's like, not sure. Yeah, but Ninjor's nowhere to be found, so it's like Ninjor's nowhere to be found. We have no idea if the Alien Rangers exist. Most likely, maybe. Maybe is a big maybe. I don't want to see the Shogun Megazord because, good lord, that would have been even horrible too. It's like, yeah, it's like all the Zords, I don't want to see what they look like over there. Like, no thanks. I'm cool. I'm cool without looking at that. But still, though, they need to fix. They need to fix the damn CGI more than anything in the world. It's like, I'll even risk being like, putting people at gunpoint, be like, hey, listen, you made those damn Zords in the 2000s, whatever, 10s movie. I want to see the damn Dragon Zord now. And I want to see how it freaking damn combines right the frick now, or I'll start shooting. It's like, I'll sacrifice that moment, that opportunity, just for a bunch of people to fix the damn CGI in the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie. You've been peddling that movie for so damn long. And I'm like, it's a good time now you fix the damn CGI, okay? This is dated. You made it horribly dated, but it doesn't have to be. But it really doesn't have to be. All you gotta do is fix the damn CGI. It's like, if I have to bring a bunch of people, like, fix the damn CGI right the frick damn now, damn it. It's like, I would do it. I will freaking do it. The good news is that it's not that horribly bad, question mark. Because all they have to do is just show the Zords coming together. The Zords fight the Insecticons. Then one Insecticon not destroyed. The other one is crying for his freaking damn mama. Ivan Ooze comes and affect the freaking Insecticon. Now it's him. I don't know if you want to fix that. You could, but I don't really want to feel extremely more intimidated. Which I think I was intimidated, but these days it's like it's waned on that. Then after that, I think, yeah, they went against him in a battle, and then eventually, yeah, Falcon Zordon's like, you got to fix the whole thing, and the Falcon fixing the skyline or whatever you want to call it. Then after that, he fuses himself with the Zord and he flies, and then they fly too, and then space battle, and then kicking the ball, and then right in the freaking sun, and then they fly off and whatever. So it's like that. That's the freaking scene. That's all that they have to fix in CGI form. That's everything. You don't have to do anything else. It's like all the other stuff, we're good. The whole thing of, the Zords actually come and wrap around them. If you want to, you can fix it, but that's fine. That was perfectly fine. That was well done. That was okay. When they went to the command center and actually came together and adapted the power Ninjetti and it all fixed everything in the command center, that's fine. That was fine too. It's just the Zord battle that has a freaking issue. The Megazord battle and the Zords battle. That's the only ones that need to be touched up. And yet to this day, no one wanted to do jack shit. And I'm like, just get the guys over there to do it. It's like, yeah, just get the guys over there to do it. I really hope someday someone will just say, hey, what about the CGI? Can they fix it? And it's like, oh, well, maybe we can fix it. And they fix it. And it's like, there you go. Steal the shit. It's like, freak it, Hasbro. Steal the shit from them. Steal the shit. Put it in a freaking damn movie. We're done. No one will say shit because it's like, hey, at least we're good. Yes, you should pay them, but I don't know exactly what you want to do. But I'm just saying, someone needs to fix the CGI in that, and someone needs to definitely fix the CGI in Forever Red. That's it. As for In Space, no, we don't need to fix the CGI in the Battleizer form. It's like that's fine. That's fine. But Forever Red shows a messed up freaking thing of damn is dated. Damn is horribly dated. It's so horribly dated, it's not even funny. I'm not gonna even go with what happened to Beast Morphers and that freaking damn, oh, what the fuck. It's like, yeah, that was a solo what the fuck, but I'm like, I don't give a shit. I'm not gonna touch that. I saw that already in the original version. I would figure you guys would have done something better than that, but since you chose to continue on with that, I'm not gonna touch it. I'm not gonna mention it at all. I'm just gonna brush it off and say, I don't give a shit. It's like, yeah, because that's like a big messed up freaking issue that I'm like, that's gonna take a lot of freaking no, just no.